Break it
Hey.
down. Good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We are back. We are the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew, and we have so much to share with you this week. So much. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves in alphabetical order.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk. My name is Garcia. This is where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark internets. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out the replays of the show on the Internet Radio every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We tape this show live right here on YouTube, so be sure to join us every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, make sure you're following us on Instagram. Telly.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Telly. I'm also a proud member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. The foolishness that is happening in our world, we're probably, you're all probably so used to this now that you're just like,
yep,
aunties, tell us something we don't know. Like, we know, but we still have to talk about it because I'm sure there's so much that you didn't get everything. But we're just here to make sure that you get that little extra dose of foolishness, because why should we be the only ones that suffer? Listen, y'all, we're all going to suffer together. Sheba girl, tell these beautiful people who you are.
I am Sheba. They call me Sheba. I am the final member of this amazing crew, and there is a lot that we're gonna talk about. Some are gonna definitely make you laugh. Some are gonna make you scratch your head. Some are gonna be like, "Bring on the androids." So we're just gonna get straight into it. In our first segment, which is a short and a sweet one, closing. Here we go.
I haven't even met you yet, and I'm gonna pay your closing costs.
I'm talking competitive interest rates, quality build, and amazing warranties. The details are in the caption.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. I love black men, so I'm gonna start in a positive. Good for you, black man. You are clearly out there doing your thing, making your money. However, the money you want to take from me, why can you invest it into clothes that fit?
Here's my thing. And black men, pay special attention because, you're black. But this could actually work for all men. One of the top things that makes a man attractive is clothes that fit. Like, truly, if you keep yourself up, you get your grooming done, you smell good, and your clothes fit. Doesn't matter what your body looks like under the clothes because you're making a first impression.
That's it.
So I don't care, dude, if you weigh 300 and something pounds. If your suit fits that 300 and something pounds, trust and believe you're going to have us looking like, oh. But showing up in skinny pants that look like they were painted.
Not painted.
Painted on your bare
like
skin.
Like a spray paint.
Not spray paint, girl. I'm over here doing this. You're like, no.
Like stroking the paint on the wall, or in this case, his thighs, and spray painting it on.
He looks like he has bigger hips than me.
Because he does.
Yeah,
the three of us combined.
I'm done.
Look, yo, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be as nice or as sweet. I don't care what race you are. That was wrong. Stop being a disgrace to black men. Please find clothes that fit. Please. And this man has done this before. He's the same guy that's done this a couple of times, right? Where even Benny had to call him out and say, "Sir."
No, that's a different one. No, it's a different one.
That this trend is trending, and this trend needs to stop trending.
I mean, you
need to trend down.
Sometimes you'll be at the mall or something, and you see guys that are wearing these skinny jeans where it's like,
skinny is too skinny.
You should be skinny wearing skinny jeans.
Isn't oversized in right now anyway? Listen, y'all.
We're done. We're actually just going to move on. God bless you all, and God bless America. This one here, I watched probably 5 times back to back. It is hilarious, and it's apparently supposed to cure your depression. So in our first segment our second segment, in our next segment that we're calling Friday Night, here we go.
What are you gonna sing for us?
I'm gonna sing Friday Night, which is my original song.
What's it about?
It's about Friday night.
All right, have some fun.
I was working all week, nothing exciting. I was waiting all week, so boring. But tonight I'll go out because it's Friday night. I wanna keep moving all night. I wanna dance
All night.
all night. And I wanna drink
All
all
night.
night. And I wanna party all night. And I wanna enjoy this night because it's Friday night. Everybody hands up.
Hello? Listen, that was a banger. I hope he made it through.
You know what? To be honest with you,
Define banger.
think about it. Think about it. Now, let's
The
rewind.
music was a bomb.
Some of you might be too young to know this, but let's rewind back to when the whole German Euro house music
the
that
early
we
years
kind of
of
grew up
Robin
with,
and,
right?
Like
That's exactly
That's
how
what
it sounded.
I don't have a problem with the music. The music is a bomb. So
I'm
that
talking about even his voice. That's how they. There was some,
he sounds worse.
but there would be some European guy going, "I like music."
Yeah, but it's in tune. That man was literally like, I like music. Friday night.
And then he was dancing.
I want to drink all night. And that dance, girl. Okay. I mean, I'll leave it
You
to
didn't
you.
enjoy the dance? I thought the dance was amazing.
I mean, it's not a vibe now, but there was a time when that would have passed.
But that voice wouldn't even have passed.
No, they would have taken that
They
song
would've
and gave it to
used
someone else. But
Hello, that was very right, said Fred.
right, it's he's not.
Too sexy
Oh,
for
my
that. That was very right,
God,
said
you know
Fred.
that I
Yeah.
mean.
But even that sounded,
No, I know.
sounded good.
But he's the songwriter, so he doesn't necessarily have to sing it.
Yeah.
Like, he could give that song to be one of
Not they
those
could.
weird Euro.
Not they could. They should. They need
Friday,
to.
listen,
Emergency
Friday night
911,
is a
please give
banger.
this song to someone else to sing. That's what they should need.
I'm just saying
do.
the song has potential.
It does have
Friday
potential.
night was a banger. Friday night was a
Friday
banger.
night.
It's a banger. It is a banger. Listen,
Work,
sir,
work,
we hope.
boring.
Oh, you know what? Kelly doesn't hope you make it through, but
I
she's
don't
over
hope
here.
you make
I
it
hope
through.
you. I hope
I'm
you
gonna be
made
the
it through.
biatch tonight.
No.
I'm just saying. I
Yeah.
hope you do not make it through.
I'm pretty sure Simon was just like, no.
Listen, he made it through, and then his
Someone else?
next song was Saturday Night. Okay, so
Remember the Saturday Night song? I remember that song. And her voice is not clear, but it worked.
But you could carry a
She
tune.
could carry a tune. And this man, and he wrote that song. Good for you on writing skills. That's great. Side, sir, your voice. He should have wanted to sing, I'm a songwriter.
And you know what? And lack of lyrics, because the first verse was literally
All right.
like,
I went to work.
I went to
all
work,
day.
so boring. I went to work, I'm bored.
Oh,
But then
Listen,
Friday night,
Jesus.
so it needs a bit more lyrics. So
So it need
We're
okay.
gonna move on. Okay, we're gonna move on because there's more. In the next segment that I'm calling Story Time, this lady definitely has a story time for us. Listen up. Okay.
I've been dating him since 2015. I met him when he was 21.
21?
And we had our first kid like a year after 2016. And we had another kid in 2017.
Wait for it.
And I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
What did you say?
I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
okay. So that woman looks very mature. I wish she told us what her age was. I mean, we can guess, but
Okay.
She looks very mature. Now, you know you gave up a kid 21 years ago. Don't tell me you don't remember the age your adoptive child would be.
Oh boy.
When you saw this fine-looking man, didn't you ever in your head say, "Oh shoot, he reminds me a lot of the son that I had that I gave up. He's around 21 now." That never came to mind. He doesn't have any mannerisms that you have. He doesn't look like you. You didn't notice none of that as a woman with woman's intuition?
I want to know the aftermath. Like once she learned that she pretty much had her grandkids
about this incestual relationship.
Children, what then? Now what? Like,
and how are the kids?
Thank you. How are the kids? How are the kids that are now her children, grandchildren, and his kids' siblings? So he has kids that are his siblings, and she has children that are also her grandchildren. How are the kids indeed?
See, this is why, again, and I know there's people out there that have their beliefs and whatnot, but certain things protect you from this sort of ish from happening. If they got married early on in the relationship, going through the process of getting their license, they would have realized that they're related before having kids.
That's disgusting.
This wouldn't have happened
and,
if she didn't decide, I'm going to have kids with a little youngin.
Oh, Jesus. Because she wants to get her groove back. Listen, man, there are some stories that are not meant for the internet. Go tell this story to your therapist. Do not bring it to us. People are just, remember when we talked about this? Remember when social media used to be a place of peace? Yeah. You go there to escape. You see nice pictures and people tell you what's happening in their life.
People showing their fashion and hairdos and stuff.
Their vacations and stuff like that. You know, a night you were happy to go look online.
Yeah.
Now it's literally like, okay, gear up because you don't know what you're gonna hear and see. And now people are wondering why people are dropping off the internet and saying, you know what, I'm done with social media. Stop bringing your dirty business to our ears. I mean, we're thankful you brought it for our show, but on the flip side, this is a story that needs to be dealt with in private. No one needed to know. No one needs to know.
We are not your therapist.
We're not your therapist.
We are not
if we were, trust and believe, we charge you a hell of a lot of money. And then go for a hard drink afterward, because no one in their right mind can listen to this and just be like, okay, have a nice day. No.
Well, there's no fixing that. That's
you can't fix this. I don't know what they're out. I don't know what's gonna happen now. I hope their kids are normal. That's the only thing. That's the only outcome you can hope for in this. Wow.
And we're done. Well, that was not fun. But we move on because there's certain things as parents we find cute. That it's okay if you want to have it cute in your home, but don't put it on the internet. In a segment I'm calling Bad Parenting. Here we go.
Oh fuck, bitch.
Hey Mara, how's that apple juice?
Good.
Yeah, it's good?
Fucking good. Hey, Ralph.
Hello.
Bitch.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Can I say a bad word?
Yeah.
You motherfucking bitch! Fuck. Fucking damn it. Oh, fucking damn it. Fuck. Oh, fucking damn it.
Say perfect.
Perfect.
Say perfect.
Perfect.
Say perfect.
Fucking bitch.
Who?
Yeah, I mean, now you know.
What?
And I love you. A fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No, it's a fucking goat.
I mean, this is just showing us what these parents are doing around their kids all day.
All day, all night, 24/7. They're just cussing.
And they're letting them get away with it and recording it so we can all laugh.
For entertainment. Like, this is not funny. This is sad. This is like bad parenting 101. Forget it. What's next? They're going to show your kids porn? Is that the next step?
No porn, bro.
Is that the next step for these pick-me's?
Again, I get finding things cute and adorable in your home. Okay,
Right, in your
Let's not
home.
lie. The little cute one with the little pink, little fluffy bathrobe
walking around.
Damn it,
That's funny.
Adorable. That is funny. But in your home, in your
right.
home, in your home.
When the grandparents come over, haha, look, Bobby was saying this in the garage when he was fixing something, and now look, she picked that up. But don't worry, we're really working on it to get her to stop because we don't want her saying that in the wrong place. But you're out here saying sweet. Now we can get views off of. And this is why a lot of children, like I said, you're going to see in about 15, 20 years, a lot of kids will be suing their parents for
they should.
Using their image without consent.
As they should.
Online.
Good.
It's coming.
Good. Help the children do. Whatever happened to save our children? Whatever happened to that whole movement?
These people don't care about
kids. Wow. Not when their children can make some money for being content creators.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, but that's it. We move on because there is more. I'm confused. I'm going to tell you right now, I might not have much to say for this segment because I've been confused since I watched it last week. So in the segment, I'm calling I'm What? Here we go.
That's amazing. I didn't know that about you.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby. I do music.
So you just really quick. For the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So, in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yep. This is our future. But then again, she did make it clear she doesn't think.
Obviously.
So
this is what I'll say. I'm going to say this, and I can say it because guess what? I'm a Black woman. And I'm actually tired and frustrated to see uneducated Black women being promoted. Why are we not? And then when we have smart Black women, we make fun of them and say that they think they're better than us. No. Well, yes, they are, because they know the difference between a magician. Yeah. We know the difference between a magician and a musician. Because we know how to spell. They don't even
sound the same. Ma, mu.
And because we're educated and we know how to spell, we read books, you can't confuse the two. I don't want to listen to your music if you can't write lyrics, if you can't tell the difference between a musician and a magician.
You can't tell the difference.
I don't care if the Grammys gave you nothing. I don't care if you were on the red carpet with anybody. I don't really give a flip.
What's her name?
Sukiana? Is that? Yeah. I think it's Sukiana. Sukiana. I think
because
Suki.
As a grown woman, she should actually be ashamed that she doesn't know what a musician is. And she's doing music. So what were you doing in school?
Not much.
Because that's basic English.
So
you're American.
Well,
English is your first language.
Maybe that's what, I mean, no offense to our Americans, but we already know their schooling system. It's not exactly pristine. You should know the difference between musician and magician.
I have a quote from her about that back and forth. She says, and I quote, "I say who I am, and that's a mogul. Suki ain't no musician. She is a mogul."
So she still doesn't know.
She still doesn't know what musician is then. Like, she didn't even question herself to say, when I go home, let me Google this. Like, she's so full of herself that she wouldn't admit that, wait a minute.
That she was wrong.
And you went on the white girl's podcast, and this girl's podcast is very popular.
Very popular podcast, yeah.
Like, hundreds of millions of Drake, like, watchers. Yeah, she's interviewed Drake twice. She interviews the most famous people. And you went on the white people's podcast, Den.
White people.
And you said that you are not a musician. You make music.
So that's your
I don't do no music or I don't do no magic. I'm not a magician.
Doesn't know.
I make music.
Right.
So what are you then? I make music. I'm a mogul.
See, this is why you have to be careful what you take in, because if, like you were saying earlier, if this is what your belief is, then I don't want to hear one of her songs. I don't want to hear one.
None.
I don't want to hear anything from this chick.
None.
Nothing. Not even an interview.
Sheeps.
So this episode got 3.6 million views.
Of course it did.
It had 12,000 comments.
Of course it did.
And her show has 1.5 million subscribers.
Of course.
Her podcast is literally one of the fastest growing podcasts in recent years.
It's a very popular podcast. And this idiot girl just made herself look stupid.
She went in front of the white woman.
On the internet.
The same white women that we talk down every day because they hate us, apparently. And the white woman invited you to her very popular podcast where you could have went and made a really positive impact to millions, 3.whatever million people, and you went on there and proved to them that you are ignorant, stupid, and unread and unlearned.
Yeah, well, we're done with her. We won't give her any more
time for foolishness. Yeah, no more time for foolishness.
But the foolishness does continue on the show, just not with her. In a segment we call Dr. Phil. Here we go.
You're 48. You're a virgin, right?
Yes.
You've never been on a date. You don't have a job. You just put on a paper dog suit and walk around town, which doesn't seem to me to be a highly productive course in life.
Well, I feel it makes me more of social because it's something that I engage in with people, wearing the costume outwardly, going around the city, and I kind of can get friends that way too, you know, people who interact with me as a dog. And owners, mostly dog owners, really like the situation, you know, of me being a dog on the, you know, outside and stuff.
How many of them have asked you to come home for dinner?
People do say, they have a thing, can I take you home? They actually say that to me many times.
What do you do for money?
Well, my mom established a trust fund for me. I own my own home. I kind of have just, you know, it doesn't cost too much for me to live.
Yeah.
And I kind of live simply. I feel like the dog philosophy is just a simple life a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's, and dog food doesn't cost that much. So I'm not doing too bad.
And dog food doesn't cost that much. Not doing too bad. And he owns a home.
And a trust fund.
Can I just, and it's funny, it's like this is the angry segment, like the angry section of our show.
Honestly.
But this is the epitome of white man privilege.
Yeah.
Your parents set you up for generational wealth, and this is what you decided to do. You made not even a realistic looking dog costume, but one made out of paper.
Yep. A lot of paper too.
And you put it on whatever that was. You walk out
streamers of paper,
girl, and you leave your house in this recyclable, right? Like it was put through a shredder.
Yeah, like shredded paper.
Yes.
Yes, just like it's like a mop, you know, when you have a mop.
Yeah, there's those mop dogs that look like
the things of a mop.
Yeah.
And then he goes to just so people on the radio know, this man was actually in a dog park with dogs.
Yes. Rolling around.
Like a dog.
And getting people to rub his belly.
No black people.
No black people were harmed in
No, because
that's not how
we would have called the police.
We see things like
and
that.
said there is someone that is crazy in the dog
street
park trying to interact with my dog.
Take away the dogs. And then he comes on once again, another white person's space. They're white, they can do what they want.
Goes on Dr. Phil.
He has he even took his hair and made little like dog ears, to symbolize, I guess, his love for dogs.
Right. And then he sits there and boldly and proudly says, yeah, I don't have a job because my parents
take care of him.
have a trust fund for me and I eat dog food.
Okay, so my thing is, because he claims that dogs have a simple life. Sir, what? Okay, let's go there
because
then for
dogs
a minute.
are dogs.
Since you love a dog's simple life, can't you just live your simple life without
the dog
food? The dog suit and without eating dog food? Do you have to eat the dog food and wear a dog suit? Can't you just live as like a minimalist? Like just live, minimal.
No, that would
live normal. Get a job.
Right, and then he wants to make friends. You know where people make friends? At work.
Work is a great place to start.
Work is a great place to start.
Then you can go outside without the dog suit. Join a club. Look at that. You can join
because you have a job and you can afford.
You can afford to go out.
And
dwell with humans.
As a human.
A respectable one. That's what you need to do.
He is 40 years old. He's never been on a date. He's never had a girlfriend. He doesn't have any friends because he dresses up as a dog. Sir, it's time to make a change.
Gotta make that
Listen,
change.
Michael Jackson and the choir are saying,
you know it.
They are saying it's time to make a change. Come on and make that change.
Come on, make that change. I don't know if you will. Wow.
Well, we're actually going to take a little breaky break to break up the show because it's been a lot. Talking people there.
Hello, everyone. I'm just trying to bring out the happy me because honestly, the past few ones have just made me angry.
Wild.
Here we are. This is a wild, wild world.
Wild.
We want to thank Radio Regent Syndicate through iHeartRadio. Thanks to Radio Regent, you can check out this show every Saturday on Internet Radio, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's on Saturdays. We taped our show live right here on YouTube, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to check us out here, and you've got to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you've got to follow us on Instagram. So that's the break. and that's the break.
That's the break. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Carl. Lovely segue.
Not a problem at all. My pleasure.
Yeah. Well, there's more. And this segment may be the cringiest of them all. In this segment, I'm calling We Don't Know Either. Here we
When
go.
did you realize you were part of this?
I was about 12 or 13, I believe. I knew I was different. I didn't really know what yet because I didn't really know the word trans. I didn't know what LGBTQ was. I didn't know any of that. So I kind of I was like, Mom, I think I like women, I think I like guys, I don't really know. But eventually she kind of opened her arms and she was like, I accept you for whoever you think you are. I've been on testosterone for about 3 years now.
So you were born as
a female.
As a female, and now you're a man.
Yes.
Okay, all of that. Okay,
Right.
why do you have a dog muzzle on in this
I
interview?
think that's the main thing he didn't.
That's all
Right.
The muzzle is what.
It's like, so why are you wearing that thing on
Why
your
are you wearing a
head?
muzzle? Are you, because you just said you transitioned from being a woman to being a man? Are you a man dog? Like, why do you have this thing, this cage on your face? Are you a pit bull? You're a male.
For some reason, it just reminded me of.
Doesn't make sense.
Reminded me of Bane from Batman.
Yeah, it's giving some Bane heart. It's something some Bane vibes.
Anyways,
Bane knew that's a whole other story.
That was weird. Like, why are you wearing this on?
And why didn't the girl ask him? I would be like, by the way, you have this.
Let's talk about your outfit today.
Like, give us the fashion deets. Like, what's what from? Talk about
Why?
Couture look.
Yeah, the main
why are you wearing?
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure the other people in the background did not have that on.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'm not sure.
Like, for everyone that is listening on the radio, he literally had on like a cage muzzle thing on his face.
Like, are you a biter? If you don't have this muzzle on, people should we not like be near you? Are you safe to be around other humans?
There's so many jokes I can make right now, but I can't make it.
Yeah, because it wants to get canceled, so just forget it.
So let me just put these Tic Tacs in my mouth and shush.
Here's the problem.
I'm bound for heaven, okay? I'm bound for higher ground.
She stood there though. That's the part for me. She stood there with a straight face and had this conversation as if like she just goes around and seeing people with muzzles every day because it's not normal. Sorry.
She's so conditioned to seeing weird things that she's just like,
so
you know what?
Over these people. Like, we move on. I'm actually done. We'll get canceled. I'm done. We're gonna move on. Because in this next segment, all I'm gonna say is it's blasphemy. So in a segment I've called blasphemy. Here
I think Jamaicans have the worst food out the Caribbean. It's still good though. No, look at him. See, he know the real, bro. He know
it's
it.
only because I've had Trinidad. Dominique and Angel, they Trinidadian.
Yep.
Yeah, my girl's Haitian. I've had. I still disagree. I'm gonna disagree.
Who's worse? Who got worse food than Jamaican food?
Africans.
What?
African food.
No. I'm talking about from the Caribbean though.
Oh, so straight from the Caribbean. Okay, I'm about to say. We talking about who just got worse.
You don't
food.
like a goosey soup, bro?
It ain't nothing like no oxtail and rice and peas. And
Oxtail is.
I'm a presentation.
Hates oxtail.
I'm a presentation kind of guy too. Like
Then you
if
gotta
that
hate
food,
Yeah, Haitian food is disgusting.
it does. But sometimes it depends on what you get. Like if you give me some goddamn what they call it with the fried pork. Man, wifey would kill me if I right now.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the griot with the pricklies. Yeah, that's busting.
Yeah.
But for the most part, though, like if you go and get a Jamaican dish, rice and peas, that white rice, bro, you're not missing.
That was exactly our face too. He said it out loud.
His days are numbered.
Here's the thing, and this is just a general outlook that I have these days on these weird podcasts where a bunch of guys just sit there and
In their
talk
mama's
foolishness.
basement, that's what it looks like anyway.
Their mom's basement.
First of all, have you tried all the food of all the Caribbean islands? When Idiot is asked, he says African food. It's like, sir, we're talking about the Caribbean. And have you had, like, you can't even name a dish from the Haitians. You can't name a dish from the Trinis. So what are you talking about? The only Jamaican dish you've ever had is oxtail?
Oxtail.
It's the only food he's ever had.
You don't know enough about Caribbean food to be talking about it. Take it out of your mouth.
Look, man, these ignorant hicks. This is why people need to watch what they listen to. Because, yeah, they are. You know, they're ignorant hicks. And the three of them are singing this in their mama's basement with this Technicolor light going off in the background like they're in some weird, like they're in the music video for the Friday Night Dude. Listen, y'all need to go get a job. Take the dog dude with you. All of you. Go find a job. Go walk. a problem with food? How about you go find food? Where's Benny? Gather the food. And as for a man saying, my girlfriend's Haitian, no, I hate you. I hate the Haitian food. I hate this food. I hate that food. Can you even cook? Can you boil water? Move on.
So many questions.
Move on. But there's an old saying, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Okay, fine. Maybe the cuisine isn't your forte,
which is fine.
No one has to make everything.
Tell me, like for instance, if he said, "Hey, you know what? Aki and selfish. I don't really like the texture of Aki." I don't know. Fine. But Heather, that is how you criticize. You don't sit there and say Jamaican food is the worst food. Okay, how much Jamaican food have you had?
Just one dish.
Have you ever had plantain?
No.
Have you ever had jerk chicken?
No. Have you ever had stew chicken? No.
Fried fish?
Chicken soup? No.
Porridge? Omnicon?
Mackerel. Have you ever had anything?
Have you ever had a patty with cocoa bread? Like, sir, you haven't even had the basics. You haven't even had the 101. You haven't even had chicken soup made by a Jamaican.
Red fruit is so good.
So why are you here talking about?
I'm hungry.
That part. Let me tell you something. This is the only thing that I say. People, stop coming for Jamaican people online.
Real. Yeah.
We are not to be messed with.
Let them know.
That's all. That is
Let them know. Take the name Jamaica out of the mouth.
Just shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop it.
We're done with you.
That's it.
Don't come here.
This one here, viewer discretion is advised. I didn't even get through the entire thing because I wanted to share it with my two best sister friends here because we
all feel the pain together.
Let's all be angry together.
All be angry together.
Pretty much. That's what I said. So I got through about 10 seconds. 10 seconds of it, and there's 1 minute and 20 seconds. So we're going to enjoy it together. In a segment I'm calling He Did What? Here we
Did y'all hear about that husband that was peeing in his wife's food and drinks? It ruined my mood yesterday, so now I'm finna ruin yours. And I'm gonna be candid. She says that he asked her before if he could pee on her face during spicy time. She said no, she's not into it, that's not her thing. Mind you, he asked a few times and her answer was always the same. So after that, she says that her food and her drink started tasting funny. She didn't feel sick or bad after she would eat or drink whatever it was that tasted funny, but she would throw it out because she thought that it was spoiled. So it got to a point to where she thinking, is he trying to poison me? Is he trying to drug me? But still, she never felt any physical effect from whatever it could have been. So she tell her homegirl, and her homegirl is like, girl, like get a little tiny camera, set it up and see what's going on. She got the camera, she set it up, she started recording. Why did she see this man peeing in her overnight oats, in her coffee? This man routinely peed in his wife's food. So when he found out that she found out what he was doing, this man started crying, y'all. Basically that was just his fetish, and he thought that there was a way to do it without her knowing. Not only do you need to divorce him, sis, but you need to file charges because that's disgusting. And it's illegal.
Immediate divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw that clip, it was early in the morning. That serves me right. I'm never going to go early in the morning on TikTok ever again. That was the first thing that I saw. My day was spoiled.
Of course.
And now I'm reliving it and it's spoiled again. This whole show has just been...
This show's just here to make me angry.
This show is trying the spirit. Who does that?
Yeah. First of all, I feel horrible for her. And I feel horrible for her. That's actually disgusting. And she really should get a lawyer and divorce him because that is actually against the law to.
It is against the law.
I forget the exact word, but there is a phrase for it for basically deteriorating people's food or whatever it is. And yeah, she needs to leave him because Yeah, this isn't something that's going to change. She said no,
and he
still
proceeded to.
Like, have we heard of the word consent? I guess not. So, he needs to be left. Oh, and my laptop isn't plugged out.
Oh, see, even the laptop is upset. Up to the laptop.
I said I wouldn't have a lot. I actually don't immediately. That's all. Actually, all I have is divorce him immediately. Like, do not pass go.
Yes,
Okay, ignore the tears. Immediately. The idea.
Yeah, food tampering. That's it.
Yeah, it's called food tampering, and he had to pay a fine of $2,000 or be in prison for 5 years.
For 5 years.
Or both.
Prison.
So she should file.
She should file charges. Get him for everything that he can. Get the money for the house. Do all the things, and after he's divorced, go sue him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. We gave her advice. And that's all we got, girl. That because I wish these people had gotten some advice before they came on Beyonce and Blue Ivy's internet to talk about what they're talking about. But hey, if they did, we wouldn't have this show. So we move on to our next segment. So in our next segment that I'm calling Candy Salad. Here we
Hi,
go.
my name's Abby, and when I refused to get sober, my own father pressed felony charges against me, and I brought the gummy bears for the candy salad.
Hi, I'm Janine, and when I was 34 years old, I lived in a doghouse in a heroin dealer's backyard, and he padlocked me in at night so that his wife wouldn't attack me with a chainsaw, and I brought the sweetest bed.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I overdosed at my Memorial Day barbecue in front of all of my friends and family and was dead for 7 minutes. And then after that, I tried to get sober and accidentally got addicted to crack. And I brought the nerds. They're gonna come.
My name is Sarah. When I was 22 years old, I had ruined all my veins from shooting up, so I shot up on my butt cheek, I got an infection, lost my ass cheek, and I've been half-assing it for a decade. And I brought the Peachos.
Hi, my name's Amanda, and Dr. Phil screamed at me in front of millions of people on national television for being a drug addict. And I brought the Sour Patch Kids strawberry gummy. Hi, my name's Brittany, and one time I had a blood alcohol level of a 0.457. And for the record, 0.4, you should be dead. And I brought the gushers. Hi, my name's Britt, and when I was in college, I got kicked out of the Link and banned from NFL stadiums for the rest of my life, and I brought the gummy sharks. Me too, banned for life.
Go ahead, Chiefs.
So question. How does one accidentally get addicted to crack?
It's a great question. I think you'd have to ask
what happened is she tripped and fell into the crack.
Into the crack. Just sitting there.
And while she was panicking, she
It made its
inhaled.
way.
Yes. And
it made its way. It violated her.
Right. So that's how she
was not in the wrong.
accidentally.
She was not in the wrong.
That's how you accidentally become addicted to drugs.
You know, this is also a way, back to our dog friend, to make friends. You know, he's saying how he can't get
Yeah, you
social.
bond over trauma.
Bond over trauma.
Bond over
Their trauma.
candy trauma
brought them
salad.
together instead of making a healthy salad, because now they're opening the gate to obesity. So maybe that's a new thing they can add to their list. It's like watching Lot Lizards of America coming together or something.
Really?
To make the world a better place. I'm not sure what
I
this was
remember
and why they decided to
No,
do something.
listen, girl. I remember last year. Was it last year or the year before? One summer. And I was like, I'm going to do nothing for a few minutes. And I picked up TikTok, scrolled through, and again, stupid TikTok.
TikTok is just out here messing with my day.
And I saw this. It was called a trauma salad. And I'm like, what is this? And it was 4 girls. They were sitting in a circle and they were all naming off their traumatic things and adding candy to this bowl. And some of the stuff was really like stuff I would not share online. some
I
stuff
don't.
involved essaying, boyfriends pew-pewing, trying to,
Unalive
hurt
them.
Incestual relationships,
Oh my God.
being attacked and essayed. I was like, but why is this on the internet, and why are you throwing in candy, and why are you just out here saying, my name is Rachel, and I bought the Sour Patches. I'm like,
if they added a couple more bucks on those the candy, they could go and actually get help.
There's something called Better Health.
There's apps, there's free
right
things. People will help you.
It's an affordable way to get therapy, everyone.
In private. I don't want to know about your trauma. I have my own trauma. I don't need to hear about yours.
Apparently.
Go talk to a licensed professional who has no issue listening to your pain and your trauma. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I have my own issues, yo. Like the rest of the planet. You ever heard of inflation? Like, yo, I'm trying to save $1. Take your crackhead addiction and go find someone that will listen and help you. It's time for you to give up the drug ghost and sitting in almost getting. What she said? One of them was like, you almost got attacked with a chainsaw for living in a doghouse. I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
Heroin that day. About her, yes, basically. Yeah.
And his girlfriend tried to kill her with a chainsaw.
What state are you all from?
Iowa.
Texas.
We're done.
It must be a boring state. So boring that this fucking drove these women.
Wichita,
Kansas? Wait, I don't know if Kansas is.
Yes.
It is?
We
Okay, so
won't be there. We're not going
okay.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
We move on. I believe the children are our future used to be a really great song, sung by Whitney Houston.
They are more, girl.
Yeah. I also sung it as a kid when I believed the children were our future, but not anymore. And this will explain why. In our next segment that I'm calling Change, here we go.
Hey, I went to the store and my total was $42.07. I give her $100 bill. And I said, hold on, I got some change. Then I give her 7 cents, right? So then I could get back $58. And she says, oh no, you overpaid me. And I said, huh? And she said, you overpaid me. I said, well, all I got's 100. She said, no, the 100 is enough. I don't need your 7 cents. And I said, I'm giving you the 7 cents so I can get an equal dollar back. So I can get $58 back. She said, no, you'll get $57.93. I said, I know, that's why I'm giving you the 7 cents so I can get $58 back. She said, we don't do that here. I said, don't do what here? We don't overpay here. I said, I'm not overpaying. I'm just giving you the 7 cents so you can give me an equal dollar back. So while she's sitting out counting my $57.93 back, it took her a minute. Okay, it did. It took her a minute 3 or 4 times. So when she gave me the 93 cents, I gave her the 93 cents plus the 7 cents. I said, can you give me $1 for this? She was like, my 93 cents and your 7 cents is not going to match up at the end of the day if I give you $1. I said, it equals $1. She said, no. When they total our registers out, they know how many pennies, nickels, and dimes we have. They will be looking for that 93 cents. And I will have an extra $1 instead. So I was like, you know what? You have a good day. We're good. We're good. I don't want no problems. So I'm thinking, on my way out the car, I was like, this chick she can't really think this, right?
Imagine she's there counting the 98. The long line behind. I'll just be like, y'all, she doesn't want my money, so she
doesn't want to make her life easier. So
she was rejecting my 7 cents. So okay, girl, go ahead, count your 99 to 98 cents. Go for it.
Here's the problem that has actually happened to me. So for those of you who do not live in Canada or in Toronto specifically, we no longer have pennies here. No. So the cash registers I can speak for Toronto and all of Ontario, they round up or down. So if something is a total of $9.03, you're actually going to pay $9.05. But if it's $9.01 or $9.02, you're paying $9. So I had cash that day, and I'm giving to the person. I look at the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, so I'm going to give you this amount because it's going to round up. They said, oh, I don't actually know how much you're supposed to give me. When I punch it in the thing, it will tell me.
Yep. So let me let me get closer to the microphone. We definitely have an issue when it comes to simple everyday math. These kids know how to hack into the banks.
They're like hacking the Hershey's.
They know how to start a cult and run it. They know how to use AI to deep fake Elon Musk.
And Drake.
That part.
But they don't know
math.
Simple
math.
They don't know what 10% of $10 is.
No, they don't.
Like they don't like simple. We're not talking about algebra here. We're not talking about grade 12 math. We're not talking about mathematician stuff. We are talking about
simple
5 plus 3. 5 take away 3.
Simple math.
Move the decimal 1 over. Like that is what we are talking about.
And what makes me the funniest thing is that they catch an attitude like you're doing the wrong.
You're wrong.
It's your fault. You're trying to make their life easier.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay, girl. If you and okay, fine. If she wants to count the 98 cents, let her count the 98
And then what's funny about the woman that just was chatting before, that was edited short so we could use it for the show. But she was in jail for years, everyone. She was in prison. And she came out of prison and she knows simple math. And we have people out here that are free with jobs.
They're the 2 free.
And they don't know simple math.
You don't know math. Wow. Yep, that's our future, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. That is our future. They're going to be our nurses, if they make it, our nurses, our doctors, our lawyers.
Our caretakers.
Caretakers, army people, soldiers, Navy SEALs, presidents, prime ministers. That's it. So work out, take care of your bodies because you may want to take care of yourself. Instead of having these young people take care of you.
Listen.
Because you heard what just happened there.
Listen.
Interesting.
We're done. Okay. We have one more, and it is actually a funny one. And it might explain, anyways, we shall see. In a segment I am calling Apology, here we go.
This is an apology video to my future children. Unfortunately for you, I fear there will be no generational wealth waiting for you upon your arrival. Not because I can't get started on that today. It's just that I don't want to. Like, I just paid off $350,000 worth of medical school debt. And now I have to keep saving and not expand my lifestyle. And like, I love you and all, but you might still hate me even if I raise you right. And statistically, you're going to piss away my hard-earned money in 1 to 2 generations. So, as your father who was not raised with anything, he is going to do himself for the foreseeable future. And I tried, actually I was going to a coffee shop to kind of straighten out my finances because I have all this extra discretionary cash now that my loans were paid off. And I just somehow ended up at the local Porsche dealership. Now I am somehow on the wait list for a 911 Turbo S chalk colored paint. So I tried. I also bought a $130 tube of toothpaste just to.
Good for him.
I I see nothing wrong.
See nothing wrong with that.
What did he do wrong? Sir, listen, take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Everything he said is right. Most of these pitneys, they're going to Menendez you or something. Do what you have to do, sir. Do what you have to do.
Menendez you.
Yes, from Menendez. Take care of yourself. Drive your Porsche. Drive it, sir. Fly first class everywhere and anywhere. Go to Dubai and live it up. Yes.
And this is coming from someone now there are people out there that I'm sure were angry or didn't agree with what he said.
That was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious, and I somewhat agree. This is part of the reason why I decided, you know what? I'm not going to be out here chasing to get children.
No.
Because I have spent my entire life working
and paying off
student debt, paying this, paying that. I'm like, I actually want to be able to, if I feel like,
enjoy your life.
Getting on a plane and flying somewhere, I don't have anyone to answer to.
You can zoom off.
I can just go.
Just go and have a good time. Not to worry. Oh my gosh, is my kid like tearing apart my house right now?
Right.
Are they having a party without me knowing?
Right. Because we've seen it. We all know of some of these children that are very ungrateful. They're ungrateful. I think it was Sting or someone.
Yeah, Sting.
Sting, who is hella rich. He's like, I'm not leaving anything for
Warren
them.
Buffett, same thing.
They need to go work the same way that I went and worked.
You have to go earn it. This is no
go work.
That part.
Handed free for just being my kid.
And then you end up in prison?
With my name, Lord Jesus.
Nah, bruh. So, sir, enjoy your Ferrari.
Your Porsche.
Or sorry, your Porsche.
The Porsche and your $130.
Yeah, and your new toothpaste.
Go ahead, sir. I'm here for it. And he apologized. So what's the problem? Why y'all mad? Those people are just mad because they can't go and line up for a new Porsche or $100,000.
Because they went and had 5 kids that they can't afford.
They can't afford. So they bring them on with them, hoping that their date will pay for the kids' food. But that's a whole other story.
Yep.
We're done. It's finished. It's finished. So you know what I'm gonna do, because Kelly, you loved this segment so much that before we go, I'm gonna replay. We're gonna replay.
And try not to replay.
You know what? Forget what Kelly said. She loves this segment, so we're gonna replay it Friday night.
What are you gonna sing for us?
I'm gonna sing Friday Night, which is my original song.
What's it about?
It's about Friday night.
All right, have some fun.
I was working all week, nothing exciting. I was waiting all week, so boring. But tonight I'll go out because it's Friday night. I wanna keep moving all night. I wanna dance
all night.
And I wanna drink
all
night. And I wanna party all night. And I wanna enjoy this night because it's Friday night. Everybody hands up.
Okay, Kelly, take it away.
Look, we want to thank you, Heart Radio. Our replay 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. Big shout outs to Radio Regent, y'all. I didn't ask for this; these two did. This is not my fault. We are live every Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to check us out. And while you're here, make sure to turn on your notification bell and subscribe to our beautiful place here on YouTube. We hope you made you laugh. We hope we made you question, because I'm still in question of what I just saw. But anyway, y'all, follow and subscribe to us right here on this channel. And also on Saturdays, I forgot, replays of all of our award-winning content. You will love it. You will embrace it. We got Persia and Telly. We got Queen Sheba. Don't let me be in the presence of y'all singing Friday night.
Enjoy Wednesday.
Enjoy Wednesday night. Wednesday night.
Well, the music is a vibe. The music is a vibe. That man's voice, I don't know. Bye,
Have a
y'all.
good night, everybody. Goodbye. Keep it. Have fun. Bye.